Hey everyone, welcome to the Industry Show. I'm your host, Nitin Bajaj, and joining me today is Dr. Bharat Patel. Dr. Patel, welcome on the show, and thank you for having us here.
Thank you, Nitin. I'm very glad that you all are in my home and we'll be talking about some good stuff.
Yes, and this is version 2. It took a few years
I
to get you back
remember.
on, but here we are. So let's start with who is Bharat?
A lot of time I wonder about that, but I'm figuring it out. I have a shape, size, and form. Uh, my I'm 77-year old, and my life has gone through several decades, and each one I have been doing different activities, and I'm very happy where I am right now.
So you're technically 77, but at heart, I know you're 7.
Yeah, no, the girls will not accept that. So I'm at heart, I am 16.
Or 26 when you have to be legal,
Right.
right? Uh, you do so many different things, but I think the one that's closest to your heart is Alapio.
Yes, that's really closest to my heart. And you know, last time we talked about, you told me that I am this, and what would I be known as? And I said I want to be known as a comedian, but
Yeah.
I changed now. I think when I go away, I want to be remembered as a guy who did free surgeries.
Yes.
I think that's more profound, more effective, and that will give me more satisfaction.
Yeah. And you created tremendous impact in the past few years. Tell us more about Alapio. Tell us more about
Yeah.
the work you've done.
Alapio is like Association of Los Angeles Physician of Indian origin.
Hmm.
To break it down, it's an association, but it's nothing Indian origin. We take anybody. We have Jewish, we have Chinese, we have Bangladeshi doctors, Iranian doctors, And we started it about 11 years ago.
Hmm.
Last week was the 11th anniversary of
Happy
Alapio.
anniversary.
Thank you. And it everything comes out of what was going on before that.
Hmm.
There was an association in Los Angeles, and it was good. They were meeting for parties and medical talks and all that. But I was not satisfied. I said, we are all Indian doctors, smart, capable, intelligent, rich, but as a group, we don't have any impact on the society
Hmm.
here. And this is the society who made us who we are today.
Yeah.
So I tried to change that old association, but it didn't work
Mhm.
because Indians are, when there is politics, they don't give up their turf.
Yes.
So instead of fighting with them, I just decided that I open my own
Hmm.
group, and I had some supporters, Dr. Bose and Dr. Asumal, and they all encouraged me that just let's do something good. So we started Alapio, and we were doing monthly medical meetings, and then I had some experience with show business. I was a president of BJ Medical College Alumni Association in 1999. And that time I did one show called Kumar Sanu.
Hmm.
I was not into Bollywood music at that time. So after I signed up with Kumar Sanu, I asked somebody, who is this guy? What are his songs? So I bought cassettes and put it in my car, and we did his show in Long Beach Terrace Theater.
Hmm.
And it was a very good experience because I learned the celebrities, how to
Hmm.
deal with them. I'll give you an example. I hope Kumar Sanu will not mind that. So, being my first show, I wanted to be nice to him. I said he should be in great mood so he can perform well tonight. So, I picked him up on the airport, took him to Hyatt Hotel, went home, and then I called a massage agency. I said, can you send somebody to give a massage to Kumar Sanu so he's relaxed? So they said, sure. So they sent a girl to his room. And in 10 minutes, he called me, Patel साहब आपने तो बहुत बुरा कर दिया. I said, क्या हुआ? आपने तो लड़की भेजी, मेरे को लड़का चाहिए. So I asked that girl that, do you have any man in your company? She says, no. So I said, आप चली जाइए. I told Kumar ji, I apologize. I tried to do good, but didn't work. But that was a very successful show, fundraising, all
Hmm.
that. We raised $100,000 profit.
Wow.
And since then, I got this disease of
Hmm.
doing the shows. And I tell people that when people give me money for Alapio and charity, I want to give something good back to them,
Yes.
not just thank you or some food in a paper plate or something. So that's why I do these shows. And every show I have done, I have made money.
Which is rare with
And
these shows.
people were skeptical.
Yeah.
Alapio doctor, in our meetings, he said, Bharat, you are taking a big commitment.
Yeah.
At that time, 30,000 to Kumar Sanu and another 40,000 for auditorium.
Hmm.
So I told them that Alapio makes money, you all will be happy. If it loses money, I will give my own money.
Mm.
So there was no, it was a win-win
Yeah.
situation. So, and we get a lot of volunteers. And since then, I never looked back. All the big stars like singers and
Hmm.
performers like Arijit
Yeah.
Singh, Rahat Fateh Ali
Hmm.
Khan, Shreya Ghosal, Anupam Kher,
Hmm.
Paresh Rawal, Salman Khan,
Yeah.
Katrina, Sonakshi, Alia. Alia Bhatt, I met her one time. I was doing her show and she says, Uncle, when did you come to America? So I said, long before you were born. I developed very friendly
Yeah.
relationship with them. Salman Khan, everybody comes to a picture, I stand up on the side. So Salman Khan always used to tell everybody that this doctor, usko photo खिंचाने का बहुत शौक है. So what happens is whenever I go to Mumbai, I now meet all of these people. I make appointments. I go
Hmm.
take them out for dinner, lunch. So it's a good experience. So I did Pritam in 2017.
Yeah.
Was sold out, and I think that was the best show I ever did, music wise
Hmm.
and light and audio and everything. So last December I was in Mumbai, and I always meet Pritam. So he took me to his Yasraj studio.
Hmm.
It's a huge audio building. You won't even believe it. That kind of building is not even here. And he had 30 people waiting for me in the front gate. Welcome, Dr. Patel, everybody said. And Pritam told all of them that this is the best person I meet in United States.
Wow.
So then he took me inside and he said, I'm going to make your visit worthwhile. So he gave me a small tour and then he says, have you heard that song Kesariya?
Hmm.
I said, yeah, it's right now number one song. We're going to make that song from the scratch for you all over again.
Wow.
300 instruments. He has kept everybody ready there for me.
That is so cool.
And finally they did it and he says, let's listen to the final product and amazing Kesariya song. Then he
Wow.
took me to a Bengali restaurant there. And after that, he asked me, you want to join me for a shooting of a movie called Life in Metro Part 2? And stupid me, I said, no, I am very busy. I saw the movie 3 days back here, out of this world movie. You all should see it.
Yeah.
Life in the Metro Part
Yeah.
2.
I remember the first one.
Yeah, amazing, amazing love story.
Yeah.
Anupam Kher there,
Hmm.
Neena Gupta, Sara Ali Khan, Aditya Roy Kapoor. Pritam is in the movie too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they put him on rooftops and roads, and he's just playing guitar and singing. This is like a Broadway musical. This movie.
Interesting.
So this is see, we transgress from Alapio to show business. But the money we raised from Alapio from the beginning, the first show was Shreya Ghoshal.
Hmm.
I went on the stage. I didn't know how am I going to do it, but I announced to the public that whatever money we raise, we're going to use it for free clinics.
Hmm.
At that time, surgery was not in my mind. So then I had a clinic and I connected with this Lestonet clinic
Right.
and I told them that you can send your patients to my clinic and I have specialists and myself, urologist. We will see all the patients. So we started seeing free patients and
Hmm.
then some of them needed surgery.
Hmm.
So I bought a surgical center, not for that, but for myself
Hmm.
in Beverly Hills.
Hmm.
And that's where we started doing free surgeries for last 10 years.
Right.
Done about 800 free surgeries.
Nice.
And we do all kinds of surgeries which can be done as an outpatient.
Hmm.
Gallbladder, urinary bladder, hernias,
Hmm.
knee arthroscopy, endoscopy, colonoscopy.
Hmm.
And this surgery, elastomeric people will check out the patient so nobody will take advantage of us.
Right.
They really deserve it. They don't have assets. They
Hmm.
don't have money. some of them, I think ICE not gonna like it, but some of them don't even have papers.
Hmm.
And I took care of them because they
Mhm.
look like you and me.
Right.
So if ICE agent come to get me, for treating illegals, protect me. So we started doing that, and more doctors joined us, and it's still going on. So I sold my surgical center 2 years back, and
Mhm.
now we built a new surgical center
Yes.
in Orange County,
Mhm.
Lestonek Surgical Center,
Right.
and starting 18th of July, we're going to start doing
Yeah.
surgeries, and we will provide patients, we will provide doctors, and more and more over and above that, I committed to donate $1 million.
Right.
So surgery center is maintained.
Mhm.
That's the more important thing, right? They have to pay the salaries
Yes.
and this and that. So, and this Pritham show is all about that.
Yes.
Whatever money we will make it will be for that surgery center. So now I firmly believe that I don't need to go to temples.
Mhm.
I don't need to go to Chino Hills
Mhm.
or Malibu to pray to the God that take me to heaven. My way to heaven is already
Yes.
made.
Yes.
I always tell people that help Alapio and we'll make sure you go to heaven when the time comes.
Yeah.
So that's my story. And in between, what else I do? I do this investments.
Yes.
That's my passion.
Yeah.
You know, I started investment clubs 20 years ago,
Mhm.
closed one, this another one going on for 13. It's called Money Management Club, and
Mhm.
I don't take any money from this.
Right.
No commission, no nothing. It's just we pull money from people, we
Mhm.
invest in stock market, but mainly it's for education,
Right.
stock market and economic and financial educations. And along the way, you always have made money.
Yeah.
And I think we get a lot of ideas from different people, like different doctors,
Mhm.
professionals, people like you. So it's a social club,
Mhm.
educational club, and we make money.
In the
So why
process.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else I do in my life?
Well, your stand-up comedy.
Let's see. Now I'm forgetting. Yeah, that I was a very serious guy
Yeah.
when I was in India.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, nobody, even in my home. One day, my father had invited some guests, and I'm so shy that I stay behind the door and look through the crack.
Mhm.
What's going on? Who is talking? So one of my father's friend got me out from the back and said, Bharat, if you want to be good in life, if you want to be something in your life, speak up. Come in
Mhm.
front of people. And something went to me that day that I should. And when I came to America, I was talking to people like this in small parties, and I said, whenever I talk, they laugh. So then I organized my thoughts. And the first comedy I did was in a camp
Mhm.
in Santa Barbara.
Mhm.
50 people were around the campfire, and I did my first comedy for 30 minutes in Gujarati.
Wow.
And some of the material I got it from Sabuddin Rathod.
Mhm.
He is my idol.
Okay.
And in English comedy, my idol is Larry David.
Yeah.
Larry David is amazing. He
Yes.
made the Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So I did comedy mainly for charities.
Mhm.
If somebody has a party or a fundraising or a wedding,
Mhm.
I prepare. I work hard on it, for a week or 10 days for that particular party. You have to know your audience. You
Right.
cannot just
Yeah.
prepare some material and blast it
Yeah.
to any audience. So
Yeah. It has to
I
connect with them.
always find out that
Yeah.
who is the audience. And talking about audience, I have graded audience according to who will laugh the best. So white people who are drinking, they're the best. They laugh like crazy, and sometimes even before the next joke starts, they start laughing.
In anticipation.
Yeah, and they appreciative also. They come, Doc, you amazing.
Yeah.
You give me a bellyache. And the Filipinos are the next.
Okay.
They laugh a lot.
Uh-huh.
Hispanics also.
Right.
The worst people to make them laugh are
Asian.
Indians. You have to have a very sharp punchline, otherwise they don't laugh.
But I've only seen you make Indians laugh.
Yeah,
So I have to see what you do to
yeah.
others.
I figured out now what
Yeah.
makes Indian laugh, and but when Indians don't laugh, you know that the guy is sitting beside his wife. Wife says, "How do you know that?" This is my experience. But To give you some example, lately I have been doing a lot of birthdays,
Mhm.
elderly people's birthdays.
Mhm.
So I tell them that, there are some advantages of being old. First of all, kidnappers have no interest in you. Second thing, in hostage situation, you will be released first. And don't worry about telling your secrets to your friends because most of them don't remember anyway. But when you are old, you have to don't eat organic food.
Mm.
You need all the preservatives you can get.
Yes.
But lot of elderly people, one guy told me that when I was in my hostel,
Mhm.
there was a man's hostel and a woman's hostel,
Mhm.
boys and girls.
Yeah.
So a lot of time there was intermingling.
Mhm.
They were going from one hostel to another. So the administrator called a meeting that this is not going to happen anymore. First violation will be 100 rupees fine, second 200, and third violation 1000 rupees fine. So I raised my hand. I said, how about the season pass? So I now have no problem. A lot of people catch me by surprise that, Bharat bhai, let's do some comedy.
Mhm.
So I have all these things in my mind
Stock.
now,
Yeah.
and it's fun. But every month I have one or two places I
Mhm.
have to go and do comedy. I was in Atlanta last 2 weeks back, and
Mhm.
1500 Gujarati
Yeah.
doctor convention, and I did a 15 minute of comedy, and that's the only time people didn't talk. Otherwise, the big convention, people keep on talking,
Yeah.
somebody giving speech. But I get the kick out of it.
Yeah.
My best and the most common, like everybody knows this joke, but I have to tell it.
Mhm.
I always tell them, coming to this party or coming to this convention, I was in a limousine, and right near the gate, I saw an homeless man,
Mhm.
and my heart goes out for it. So I stopped my limousine, got out of the limousine, and went to the homeless guy, put my hand in the pocket. There was $100 bill. So I wanted to be careful. I asked him that with this money, are you going to drink alcohol? He says, I never drink alcohol.
Mhm.
Are you going to gamble? He says, I never gamble. Are you going to use it for women of ill repute? And he says, I never do that. I said, you don't do all those things? Come with me. Come with me to these 1500 doctors who are smart, intelligent, rich, capable. Let me show it to them what happens to somebody who don't drink, gamble, and do women. So people compliment me. I like your $100 joke. I like your homeless joke. So,
As you're doing a lot of these things and enjoying and making people happy, uh, helping people get the medical care they need, what is the one big challenge you face?
though I never think that life is a challenge.
Mhm.
Really, I nothing bothers me. As for example, I never get sad or upset. In a funeral, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about funeral jokes. So challenge comes and I solve them and I
Right.
move on.
Yeah.
Nothing is like big challenge.
Correct.
Money was initially I thought money, but
Mhm.
then money comes. The
Right.
ALAPIO has now a big bank balance and we
Yeah.
keep on raising money. So people wise, there are no challenges.
Mhm.
For good things, people volunteer.
Correct.
Patients are there always, and we have
Yeah.
a waiting list of 1,000 patients for surgery right now
Wow.
because we had a gap.
Mhm.
We're going to start from 18th of July.
Mhm.
Challenge was, my wife passed away, and
True.
at that time I slowed down.
Mhm.
1 year I was depressed and all
Mhm.
that, but people supported me, and I'm back to. I bounced back,
Yes.
and I talk about her now without tears, and
Mhm.
she helped me a lot. We were together for. We were married 48 years, but we were dating 8 years before that in
Wow.
India. In
That's
India, to hold a
that's
woman's
rare.
hand is a crime, right?
Yeah.
And we were caught kissing in a public park. So the policeman asked me to stand up and do this thing 10 times. Love ke liye kuch bhi karega. But we were together, we got married. came to New York for training,
Mm-hmm.
and went to Georgia for medical practice first
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
New York City, they won't give you much money. But in 5 years in Georgia, I'm sorry to say, but we found out the real face of the South.
Mm-hmm.
So we came back to Los Angeles. We not, didn't come back. We moved to Los Angeles without knowing anybody here. In Georgia, they were nice people. So they say, why you go, BJ? We will double your money you make. And I said, Jim, it's not money. I'm homesick. I
Yeah.
have my family is in Los Angeles. I had actually nobody in Los Angeles. And we moved here, stayed in a hotel. From there, I used to go to work.
Wow.
And then we opened our own office, me and my wife, and then there was nothing to look back. 40 years I'm here now.
Wow. And you've not just been here, you've created
Yeah,
tremendous impact.
right. Yeah, I know it.
That's
I
amazing.
cannot go any other place than Los Angeles now.
Yeah.
This is my world.
Yeah. And why would you? I mean, this
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful place to
yeah.
be, and we're glad
Now,
you're
some
here.
of my doctor friends from East Coast particularly, they retire and move to Florida. I said, how can you dismantle your 50 years of life and go somewhere and live?
True.
I can't do that.
Now, on the flip side of challenges lie opportunities. What's the one that you're most excited about?
The most exciting day in my life is the day when I do free surgery.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like a little baby. I'm talking to everybody, going here, getting food for everybody. I take pictures, post on the Facebook right away. So, so those are the exciting things in life. My grandchildren are another
Yeah.
excitement. They come and stay here, sleep over, and I go to pool with them. And
Mm-hmm.
now they talk.
Yeah.
So my grandson asked me one day that you don't work, how are you gonna get food? So I said I saved some money, and that's what I'm doing. So he says, be careful. So one day we were in a restaurant and I have credit card. He says, how long this will credit card will last? I said, don't worry, I will be gone, but the credit card will still work. They are becoming good people. My granddaughter knows everything about these free surgeries and
Mm-hmm.
all that, and she said, Dada, you are doing good.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. One thing we forgot to talk about. My latest passion is poker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, most of the time I spend nowadays is playing poker. And I go to Orange County. I once a month I play here.
Mm-hmm.
Every Monday I play in Orange County, and every night I play online with friends only. So, and I'm getting better and better, and I think it's a great game. If you play poker, you will never get Alzheimer's.
That's true.
Your mind is working, you're calculating, you're thinking. So that I think I'll continue to do that.
Yeah. Now, I would love for us to go back in time and for you to share two moments from your life. One where things did not work out as you had expected. There was maybe failure, disappointment, and some lessons that came out of it.
Yeah, not two, quite a few times I thought, I failed, but I bounced back. Couple of incidents were like when my brother died.
Hmm.
I was very devastated. Older brother, when my wife passed away. But financially or academically or business wise, I never had a big
Hmm.
failure. So that didn't bother me. I never had to declare bankruptcy so
Yeah,
far.
that's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise. But yeah, those are the things. And the couple of most exciting moments in my
Hmm.
life was when my daughter was born. I
Yeah.
still remember. And the third thing, when my first show was successful, Shreya was
Hmm.
also.
Very nice.
But otherwise, every week I get excited.
Yeah.
I am always looking forward in the morning. I get up, it's a positive thing.
Yeah. So now on to my favorite part of the show. I would love for you to share some one-line life lessons with us.
Yeah, number one is live as if today is the last day of your life. You know. Second thing is don't be bothered by small things. Like if I have a spot on my jacket, That don't bother me. My personality is fixed much higher than that spot. The third thing is don't be in a rat race with other people. Don't be a FOMO rat
Mhm.
race because after all, it's a race and you are a rat. So that's my lesson. And the last thing is I always tell people, be positive. Always be positive. Out of any bad situation, if you are positive, you will come out of it.
Mhm.
And in a relationship or a friendship, I always tell people there are a lot of conflicts you see,
Mhm.
husband, wife, friend, this, that, association. Particularly when you are a leader, you have to remember two things. One thing is being right is not everything. Husband, wife, that's the most important thing you have to learn. Being right is not everything. And second thing, give space to the other person. Whenever I go to a wedding, I write a check to the couple and I write a little note and I write these two things. Three things. Number one, marriage is a word, it's not a sentence, not a sentence for life. Second thing is being right is not everything. And third thing, please give space to each other and you will be happy. And I do that. A lot of time there is conflict happen and I am tempted to jump in and say something or do something. And then I remember that, just because I'm right, I don't have to prevail myself and I have power, right? And that's when you have to control your power. So these are the life lessons. But the most important is live today as if this is the last day of your life. And I do that. I try to do that. Ask me more. There is a book written by Mahatma Gandhi called My Experiment with Truth.
Mhm.
And I challenge everybody that I have read it like maybe 10 times. You read it, it will change your life. Even you read it before, you read it again, it will change your life in some form, some way. Because that book was written by him about his own experience, and he never lied.
Yes.
So he says, it may not work for you, but this is how my life went. And I have copies in English and Gujarati, and I give it to couples and graduates and all that. I think he was a man. I mean, the other day I was questions they ask you when you financial
Mhm.
institution security question.
Right.
So which living or dead person you would like to meet? I said, of course, Gandhi.
Now everybody knows your secret question.
Yeah, amazing guy. I read 200 books on Gandhi. I
200.
have it in my library. Anywhere I find a book on Gandhi written by other people, I buy it, read it. I know the inside of that guy's mind. What was he thinking? But the another best book written by him, and that's my second best book I ever like is it's in Gujarati only. Maybe they translated. You understand Gujarati,
Yes.
right? So the name of the book is Dakshin Africano Satyagraha,
Mhm.
a 400-page book.
Hmm.
So he went to South Africa,
Yeah.
and that made Gandhi from Mohandas,
Correct.
right? That
Yes.
made Mahatma from
Yeah.
Mohandas. So that book tells how he was evolved,
Hmm.
and he went through rough time
Yeah.
also. He did some bad things, some
Yeah.
good things, and he had a lot of, you know, insults and all that. But
Mhm.
that book will tell you that, this is what, like, I'll give you one example. I always tell people, I'm always on the side of children.
Mhm.
Like if somebody's shouting at the children, I said, please don't do
Yeah.
that. It hurts him, hurts me.
Yeah.
So I learned from the Gandhi. One little kid in South Africa, Gandhi was a teacher for a while.
Right.
So one little kid was bothering him a lot, teasing him. One day the boy crossed the line. So Gandhi raised his hand and wanted to hit him. And he says, the boy's eyes wide open. I saw God in his eyes. I took my hand down and he says, from that day, I always tell them that children never make mistakes. Adults
Mhm.
make mistakes.
True.
So that's one of the things you learn from him. So I go with my grandchildren and my Millie and her friends and on camping and all that. And some of the guys shout at my grandson. I took him aside and I said, Kevin, please, you know, he has nothing to fall back to. You have
Correct.
your wife, you have your money. This guy is innocent, he has nothing. So don't shout at him. So children are the best thing happened to the
Yeah.
world.
And they have innocence and they are
Yeah,
pure.
yeah, pure.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Patel, thank you so much for sharing your journey, your story, but for most importantly, being you, for serving the community as you have for many decades and many more to come. We really appreciate who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank
And
you for talking to me. I love to talk, and I hope people learn few things from my life. That's my goal.
I know I have, and I
Yeah.
want to continue to do that.
Thank you. Thank you all.